You'll have to bear with me on this question because I should always use a ruler for the interpretation of a cumulative frequency diagram, but unfortunately I can't do that using this particular video software. But we can certainly draw the cumulative frequency diagram. Cumulative frequency just means the total so far when we add up each of the groups. So we start with 12, we add 15, we add 18, give me 45, we add 12, which gives me 57, and I add the 3, which gives me 60. And I can check that this is the same as the number of people in the question. I now draw these points, plotting them at the upper values, because these 12 people are in the up to 30 category. These 27 people are the 20s to 30s and the 30s to 40s, so they are up to 40, etc. Okay, so my first value is 30 years and a cumulative frequency of 12. My next value is age 40 years, up to 40 years, cumulative frequency of 27. The next one is up to 50 years, cumulative frequency of 45. Up to 60 years, a cumulative frequency of 57. And finally, up to 70 years, cumulative frequency of 60. I shall now join these points with a smooth curve, not with a ruler. And that's my cumulative frequency diagram drawn. Now, to estimate the median age, as there are 60 teachers, the median will be the 30th value. So I'm going to find 30 on my cumulative frequency axis, go across, and this is a point where I should be using a ruler, and I would go down and reading off the value. This is my median, and the median age, according to my graph, is 42 years. To work out the interquartile range, I need to first work out the upper quartile. Now, because the median is 30, the upper quartile is halfway between 30 and 60, and that will be 45. So I find the 45th value on my cumulative frequency diagram, go across and go down, and I think on my diagram, again I should have used a ruler, I think the answer is 51 as my upper quartile. I then would do the lower quartile, which is halfway between 0 and 30. My lower quartile is 15. The 15th value, so I go across and down, and this gives me an answer of 32. And 51 take away 32 gives me an interquartile range of 19. Finally, use the graph to estimate the number of teachers who are older than 55 years. To do this, I'll find 55 years on my age axis, which is down here, and I shall go up, again using a ruler in the exam, and I shall go across. And again, that should be done using a ruler, and that is for 55 years. Now, when I get to this point, I can see that it reads off the number 52. Because I want to know the people that are older than it, on this axis, the older people are on this side, they're over here. And I'll use the fact that I'm looking at this part to work out the answer to my question. There are 52 people who are younger than 55. So because there are 60 people altogether, I know that this top bit is 8. 8 teachers are older than 55 years old. And that's this top bit here. 60 take away 52. That's how I got that 8 as my answer. So this time I've left the question exactly the same. Just try working through it, making sure you can do every part of this question. You may want to print off the graph or draw it separately, and think very carefully about how you work out the different steps. Go back and check your answer with the answer to the previous question, because it's the same question that I want you to try on your own.